Hello, everyone. Andrew Paul here for Andrew Paul's Travel Channel, and the owner and founder of CEO of Durgan Designs, based out of Reykjavik, Iceland. This video is a response to the invasion on the sovereign nation of Ukraine. Now, my experience in the theater of war is I was a young soldier in the United States Army. I enlisted in 2009, got out in 2016. I did 2 tours in Afghanistan, and I have seen the realities of war and what it can do to the human psyche as a perpetrator of violence and as a victim of violence. Now, I am quite knowledgeable in Ukraine. I've been there for 6 months a few years back. Um, Ukraine is a wonderful, beautiful country. It's a democracy. It's part of the Schengen territories. Um, in Europe, but they are unfortunately not a part of the EU. They have a long history with the Russian nation going back to the Kievan Rus, founded by Rurik, one of the Viking founders, the Viking founder in the 9th century. Now, in today's world, imagining such terror as this as a full-scale invasion by a large, powerful army such as the Russian military is unthinkable. But to those of us who understand the realities of war, it's not as complicated and as unimaginable as first thought. I do not want to see a repeat of the 20th century. My grandfather fought in the Second World War against Rommel in the North African campaign. My other grandfather fought in D-Day. My uncles were in Vietnam, and I was in Afghanistan. And my heart goes out to the Ukrainian people. Stay strong, keep fighting. And your leader, Zelensky, he is doing a great job controlling not only the logistics on the ground, but maintaining the morale of the people. I think what Putin has done was completely unnecessary. And who knows how this is going to change the world for that great nation of Russia. So I want people to understand real quick that you have NATO increasing its borders to getting infringing upon the Russian territory, and that was why Vladimir Putin saw that this could be a direct threat to him and his nation. But who knows what's going on in his mind? He has the mind. He was a KGB agent back in the Soviet era, and he has that old world mentality. So I'm happy to see that the Ukrainian people are fighting. Zelensky is being a great leader. He has not accepted the ride out by my government, but said we need more ammunition. And people have stayed to make Molotov cocktails, to bring in food. Thank God NATO has agreed to bring sanctions, but also to bring in weapons and things to help and assist the Ukrainians fight back. I am not, no one can say what is, I am for this country, I am against that country. I have no animosity towards any of these two nations, Belarus, our three nations, Belarus, Russia, or Ukraine. They all have their wonderful history, wonderful people. This is not a war of people versus people. It's a ideological war, and it is being controlled by a few select people who have control over the whole establishment. Now I'm going to end this video saying that freedom comes at a cost, and the cost is very high, cost of blood, and it's a thing that very few should ever have to experience. The sacrifice to make a free world and a better world. We just came out of COVID, and now we have this. But I think in the most dire situations in the darkness, light can be found. And from one thing I will say is that war brings out the best and worst of humanity. But what I see going on in Ukraine is the people standing up to injustice and coming together to uh, bring forth the light and illuminate the darkness. Thank God for the Ukrainian people. God bless them. Stay strong, NATO. Stay strong in your hearts and your minds, and keep fighting for what you know to be right. And to all our subscribers, thank you. All our support. And we are looking forward to more videos and travel in the future, bringing you more content. And I hope this video will be viewed and you can bring some illumination and some knowledge to what's going on and the realities of the situation in Ukraine. Thank you. Take care.